It's great to see such a big crowd today. When we were getting ready for this, we honestly weren't sure how many people would show up, but looks like Colorado Springs isn't as deep south and backwards as we thought it was going to be. Well, the point of this protest, it was a response to a single incident, but at the same time, it's also a response to thousands and thousands of incidents. We're not here because one website was circulated. We're here because 32,000 plus soldiers have called the MRFF and said, we have a problem. They've said, we have had our rights violated. The First Amendment of the Constitution is not being enforced by our nation's military, and we need help. These soldiers, airmen, Marines, sailors, they can't speak up for themselves. They're not allowed. They're legally bound to respect their chain of command, even if that means even when their chain of command is breaking the law. They can't do anything about it without risking their career. So that's why Mikey decided to put this on, and that's why we're here. Quick introduction. For those of you who don't know, Mikey Weinstein was a former JAG officer in the Air Force. He was also the he was the general counsel to Ross Perot. He also served in the Reagan administration. The Military Religious Freedom Foundation has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize 5 times. We've done good work. A lot of people doubt that the problems that we see are endemic because they don't hear them reported as frequently as we hear them. We do protect the confidentiality of our clients, so as often as we publicize an event, there are 100, 200 more complaints that we don't talk about because we can't talk about them. What I have right here is an excerpt from an email that we received from a chaplain. This chaplain was frustrated with what he saw. What he saw was not what he had hoped to see in the chaplaincy. And this is what he had to say. When I joined the chaplaincy, I thought I would work with other chaplains who were inclusive in bringing love and encouragement to soldiers of all faiths and no faith. I didn't find this. When I joined the chaplaincy, I thought I would find people who were eager to serve, focused on their mutual faith and not the rank on their chest. I didn't find this. When I joined the chaplaincy, I thought we would help, support, and work together as ministers rather than tear each other apart, gossip, slander, threaten, and bully. I didn't find this. When I joined the chaplaincy, I thought we would extend mercy and love when one of us were in trouble, like we would do for any of our soldiers. I didn't find this. What I found was a hiding place for preachers who can't preach, ministers who no longer minister, servants who don't want to serve, and a group of people who are supposed to be known for their love, but have forgotten what love for others even looks like. To be honest, I really appreciate good Christians. I really appreciate the religious people who actually practice what they preach. You know, one of our biggest supporters is Joan Slish. She's an ordained minister, and every time we get hate mail, she's always hot on it to respond with, this is what God actually says. This is what Jesus told us to believe. We should love one another. We're not out here against any religion. We're not out here for hate. We're here to spread love and to bring the hammer when people don't. That said, here's Mikey.
You know, I don't usually, first of all, thank all of you for coming. Now it's our time up there on the Academy. It's our time because, you know, life sucks when the people you've been tormenting start to return fire.
Bummer.
Thank you, Colorado, for being out here. I was told by one of our experts that the average Colorado protest has about 20 people. So we're way beyond that. Give yourselves a hand, please, Colorado. Hey! Thank you for coming down from Boulder, coming up from Pueblo, coming down from Denver, and of course, Colorado Springs. We're here today. We have 22 clients at the Air Force Academy that came to us on this particular issue. Overall, we have 394 up there. And if you're counting, 343 are practicing Protestants and Roman Catholics being told they're not Christian enough. The 21 clients of our 22 are lesbian, gay, or bisexual. I had a question. I'm new to Colorado Springs, although I graduated from the Academy. Are gay people people?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was wondering, today's International Women's Day, by the way. Yeah. Are women people?
Yeah.
Are Jews people?
Yeah.
Are Muslims people?
Yeah.
Is hate an Air Force value?
No.
No. Repeat with me. No more hate! No more hate! No more hate! No more hate! What we want is pretty simple. We just want our civil rights for our brothers and sisters at the Academy. The 21 members of the faculty, staff, and cadets who are lesbian, gay, and bisexual, who are massively offended by this particular website. By the way, if this is your first protest rally, it's kind of a hybrid. It's a protest victory rally because we all forced the Academy to take that website down 48 hours ago. Give yourself a hand. What we want is our civil rights. You know, we kind of want them now. What we really want is our civil rights, and we kind of want them now. What we want is our civil rights, and we want them now. What do we want?
Civil rights.
When do we want them?
Now.
Raise your hands. What do we want?
Civil rights.
When do we want them?
Now.
Tell that to Mike Gould, the head of the Air Force Academy. No more Academy hate. No more Academy hate. No more Academy hate. You know, Confucius said, if you examine your lives and take a look at the 6 people you hang out with most, it tells you who you are. Let's talk to the 6 people that the Air Force Academy hangs out with most. We just talked to the head guy, the general guy, Mike Gould, not the brightest guy in the world, but he's the head guy. He'll be gone in a few months. And a female, the first female superintendent's coming in, Michelle Johnson. Michelle Johnson, no more Air Force hate. No more Air Force hate. No more Air Force hate. The head chaplain's name is Robert Bruno. Hey, Robert Bruno, Colorado has a message for you. No more Air Force hate! No more Air Force hate! The dean, who's a female, will be leaving in a few months. Dana Boren. Do we have a message for Dana Boren? Dana Boren! No more Air Force hate! No more Air Force hate! The Chief of Staff of the Air Force, who I wrote the letter to on February 12th or 13th, demanding they take this website down. It did nothing. His name is Mark Welsh. He's a classmate of that guy Gould's. They were 1 year ahead of me at the Air Force Academy. Do we have a message for the Chief of Staff of the Air Force? No more Air Force hate! No more Air Force hate! And the last one, number 6, I think it is, Michael Donnelly, the Secretary of the Air Force. I think we have a message for you. No more Air Force hate! No more Air Force hate! Today, a senior person at the Air Force Academy, who actually is a big fan of ours, woke me up at 5 in the morning, and he told me that apparently we were the star on the editorial page of the main newspaper in this town, the Gazette. And let me just read it to you. Military Religious Freedom Foundation launches new attack on academic freedom. You know, now if you're known, one of my heroes is Martin Luther King Jr. We can pass this around. This nice gentleman here, thank you. He said, Martin Luther King Jr. said, in the end we remember not the words of our enemies but the silence of our friends, and there comes a time when silence becomes betrayal. For our 21 lesbian, gay, and bisexual brothers and sisters who cannot be here. And by the way, one of our clients, Professor Steve Samuels, who's straight, stood up and wrote a letter in support. He may be here today, I'm not sure, but I want to say that Steve Samuels is what we call an American hero. A hand for Steve Samuels, please. He is right there, the man with the sunglasses.
Yeah. That's kind of big.
That is a very, to speak truth to power is very, very difficult. When I speak around the country at colleges and universities, I ask, has anyone in this audience ever spoken truth to power to a coach, a parent, a spouse, a teacher, or particularly a boss? It's hard to do. Now, there's a group at the Air Force Academy called the Blue Alliance. They're graduates who are lesbian, gay, and bisexual. But they haven't reached out to us. We're wondering where they are. Where are you, Blue Alliance? You know, but now they're accepted. They're allowed to come into the Association of Graduates, and I guess they don't want to upset the fact that they have a place at the table. And that's fine, but I'm changing your name today. You are no longer the Blue Alliance. You are the Yellow Alliance. Go enjoy your time at the Air Force Academy, Yellow Alliance. Martin Luther King, when we talked about civil rights, his credo was, "We shall overcome." There could not have been a Martin Luther King had there not been a Malcolm X. With the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, we follow Malcolm X concept, which is, we shall not overcome, we shall come over. And today, all of you have come over to make a statement here to do the right thing. I don't care if people like or dislike me, said Jackie Robinson. What I care about is that they respect me as a human being. If you are lesbian, gay, or bisexual, you are just as good as somebody who's straight. Is that correct?
Yes.
If you happen to be Muslim, and our foundation represents 11.3% of every Muslim American in the U.S. military, and what my special assistant Blake talked to you about our 32,000 clients, 96% of our clients are Protestant and Roman Catholic. We are fighting the mothership of fundamentalist Christianity, and we're doing it in the heart of darkness here in Colorado Springs. Right up the street is Focus on the Fascists. There are many others that are here, but we're here today. It's our time, and we're making it clear to the Air Force Academy and its so-called leadership and the Pentagon, or should I say the Pentecostal Gon, that you can't get away with it. If we get this many people here in the fundamentalist Protestant Vatican, you can imagine how much we'll get wherever, any place else we want to go. And to those, I got a call this morning from a female cadet that was crying on the phone because apparently a group of cadets had gotten together in a prayer circle praying for the blizzard to come in early to wipe us out here today. Well, we're here. We're here. Give yourselves a hand, everybody. I want to thank all of you for coming so far for this. We won. They took the website down. But the evil and the bigotry and the prejudice is still there. I'm ashamed of the Air Force Academy's leadership for doing this. I'm a graduate. My son-in-law is a graduate. My brother went here. My brother-in-law is a graduate. My two sons are graduates. My daughter-in-law graduated from high school here, and she's a graduate. So don't use, and I have a ring on. Don't tell me that we don't have any sort of justification to stand up and say, what the hell are you doing? You're an embarrassment to your oath to the Constitution, because our Constitution allows you to comprehensively and gloriously celebrate Jesus Christ, or Allah, or Yahweh, or Spider-Man. We have 12 of our clients that practice the Jedi faith. They actually do. It's on their dog tags, because our Constitution allows that. And by the way, just so you know, Mike Gould, Dana Bourne, Hans Mew, who's the athletic director, Robert Bruno, the chaplain, Michael Donnelly, the Secretary of the Air Force, Mark Welsh, the Chief of Staff. You don't own the Air Force Academy, we do. We're the people. We own the Air Force Academy. You also have no monopoly on patriotism. As Howard Zinn said, who just died a few years ago, the great, great American historian, dissent, ladies and gentlemen, my valiant brothers and sisters, dissent is the highest form of patriotism. This is a protest. This isn't just a speech. We're going to end this right now. We're going to give our theme one more time to the pathetic leadership, the cowardly leadership, the fundamentally infused leadership of the Air Force Academy, and to at the Pentagon, wherever you are, that the people are here to fight. And our theme again is stop the hate. Together now. Hands up. Stop the hate. 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 Stop the hate! 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 Thank you all for coming out. Return to your posts on the street. Eat our Kentucky Fried Chicken. I want to meet and hug all of you. And when I say God bless you, or Flying Spaghetti Monster bless you, or anybody bless you all. Thank you.